Bill, how did you think Kevin played in his return, and what went into the decision to play him?
Well, he's been practicing the last 2 days, and he said, you know, he's felt good. I don't think he had much pain. Obviously, his explosiveness and rhythm's a little bit off, but I thought he did great considering. You know, he missed that. He had 2 blowouts on layups that would have, you know, certainly been 2 more baskets, but I thought he did very well.
You guys kept pace for most of the time, but what do you think was the difference in that one run midway through the second half?
Well, I think that Dennis and Nunn, I don't know exactly how the points went nuts, and then Missy killed us on the short roll a couple of times, in which we didn't guard it at all. And then we had a couple of really bad offensive possessions, cross-court passes for Sleep to run out and stuff. You know, if I'm not mistaken, when we were up 3, Baylor goes on a 13-2 run, and so 3 goes to -8, and then we trade baskets the rest of the game. So, you know, we obviously just had a bad stretch. And when you're playing a good team on the road, you know, you can't afford to have a 4-minute bad stretch like that.
And then I don't think Parker returned after he limped off in that one stretch. Just what was he dealing with, and how's he doing?
He turned his ankle, and I wasn't going to play him. They told me he got it pretty good, so hopefully he'll be ready to go by Tuesday.
Bill, what was your message to the team after the game?
Same, you know, I actually thought we did some good things, you know. The thing about it is with people in general, we're all guilty of this, whether it be right or wrong. You know, we only focus on the end result as opposed to the actions and everything that goes in to put yourself in a position to have success with the end result. We had some good possessions, and we came away empty. They had some good possessions. I mean, those runners that Dennis made at the end of the game, 10-foot runners are not exactly the easiest shots to shoot. I mean, they made some plays, and we didn't answer with those same plays. But I actually thought it was a pretty well played game. I didn't think that our defense in the second half was near as good as the first half, but I'm leaving out of here not encouraged, but less discouraged than what I've probably been some of our other losses, but I didn't think we played very well.
And El Marco had a nice game down the stretch. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it was great to see him make a couple of shots, and hopefully that'll be a springboard for him.
When you cut it to 4, what was the difference the rest of the way? Did you think you had a
How
shot?
much time is left here when we cut it to 4?
I don't know, a couple
A little under
minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Well, when you cut it to 4, with 2 minutes left, the rest of the game is, do they make their free throws or you know, whatever, and they made their free throws. I thought we put ourselves in a position where we put some game pressure on the least, but you know, you know, we had a makeshift lineup out there and stuff, and the guys fought hard. They did a good job. Baylor was just better.
Bill, what do you think of Baylor's new arena and the atmosphere today?
It's loud. Whoever hired the architect to make it loud did a really smart move. And I imagine she's right over here on the wall. I like it. To me, it looks bigger than 7,000, just because it's so steep. You know, the pitch is pretty steep. I thought it was really nice. I didn't, you know, tour the bowels of the arena or anything, but I thought it was great, and it's certainly, you know, dozens of times better than what Baylor was playing in before. So I think it's really nice.
Bill, back to the game in Lawrence, you mentioned really liking how you all defended the pick and roll in that original contest. How did you feel about your pick and roll defense today?
I thought the first half was actually very good. I thought the second half it actually sucked. So that's what I learned, you know.
You had some success in recent games with many people coming off the bench at once, but didn't quite get that in the first half today. Just what do you think was the difference in terms of the bench's performance early on?
Well, our bench was really bad to start. I mean, we're playing pretty well, and next thing you know, down 5 or down 6 in a span of 3 possessions. So yeah, our bench didn't give us the same thing. You know, I was trying to keep the 5 starters together as much as possible. And Johnny, you know, he's been so good for the entire conference season, but, you know, he didn't have as good an outing today, and that kind of threw things off too.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.